Hi all, this is BRR. Welcome to BRR Knowledge Hub. In this today's session, we'll talk about the Scrum Agile methodology. So I will not deeply look into this Scrum methodology base, like from where it comes and what are all the uh, other Scrum Agile methodologies. I will only concentrate on this Scrum methodology, and we'll see other frameworks of Agile in next sessions. So basically, this is the software iteration process, new methodology. This is the buzzword nowadays. Everyone is talking about this Scrum regarding this project management. So there are so many things happening. If you look at the Scrum methodology, there are different roles which are mutually working together and delivering the committed project. So if you look at this picture itself, Scrum, this is the rugby team. So rugby team means an ordered formation of players. So used to restart play, in which the forward of the team forms up with arms interlinked, and the hats down and push forward against the similar group of opposition team to protect the ball. So like that, so the Scrum is kind of interlinked persons which are, collectively deliver the project. There is no, experience level here. All are similar roles and similar importance giving in Scrum methodology. So this is Agile framework, which is giving continuous development and integration iteration process for delivering of software project. So in this video, I will talk about the Scrum and the agenda is Scrum. What is Scrum? I'm going to define, and roles of Scrum and the Scrum process at outer. If you look at the definition of Scrum, it is a framework for developing complex products and systems. So basically, the Scrum is relevant to a software product development, and those are also a bigger and complex product systems. We can adopt the Scrum, then we can easily deliver the software pieces to in the vision of a complete requirement. And it is grounded in empirical process and control theory. So note that this is empirical process. Empirical process is nothing but verifying and inspecting the things and adopting the things to make quality functionality and quality product deliverable. That means every time in the continuous delivery aspects, so the team has to be verify the developed code and identify the gaps, and they will adopt the things to deliver the functionality as a quality. So this is what the meaning of empirical process, and this is the new process we have in Scrum. Also, Scrum is an interactive and incremental approach to optimize the predictability and control the risk. That means this is following interactive and incremental approach. I will show you what is interactive and incremental approach. These approaches are helping for the user to optimize the predictability and have a control over the risk. If you look at this diagram, Mona Lisa diagram, I'm just example giving for interactive things. So this all tells about the incremental and iterative approach. If you look at this incremental approach, so I just started the drawing of diagram with up part here, and then I'm just adding some vertical here, some part, and then adding next remaining part and getting full image. That means if you are making incremental progress in the mathematical perspective, you are moving slowly but steadily forward. That means I'm just moving slowly but steadily forwarding to get the desired requirement. So that means incremental describes the regular and measurable movements that are usually small. So we are just starting with small and gradually increasing piece by piece and getting the product. And if it comes to the interactive, this is something, once the desired requirement has been received, I just draw the outline of my requirement. Complete outline, I'm just drawing it here. And then on the outline drawing, I'm just pushing some insight on that and just getting middle level requirements, desired requirement. And then working on again middle level output and getting complete the requirement. That means a process of arriving at decisions or a desired result by repeating the rounds of analysis or a cycle of operations. I'm doing it here. The objective is to bring the desired decision or result closer for the discovery of a result which I'm getting to get the desired output. This is the interact. That means in incremental, we are going in the incremental way, like moving slow and getting the steady going and moving forward and getting the output. And interactive, we're getting entire output, doing iterative steps. Okay, this is what the incremental and iterative approach. And next we are talking about the overview of Scrum. So in the overview of Scrum, when we talk about, you can see here in this diagram, if you look at this diagram, we have different things here. This is what the vision of this product. That means getting of things from the customer stakeholders or industrial experts or clients, and it's all about product vision. And based on the high level vision, we have a product backlog here. This is the product backlog. That means on high level, we'll split it to backlog item, that is user stories. These are the epic, we can say, a theme or team or huge chunk of data or requirement. And from that, high level standardization, normalization has been taken place and put it into backlog items with user stories. And then in the user stories, we'll get the chunk of items and put it into a sprint backlog. And that means the sprint team will pull some portion of the items which prioritize and plan the sprint topmost prioritized items. This is okay. And the sprint backlog, once we receive items, they pull manageable chunks from product backlog items and they start planning and schedule planning and keeping of doing things, requirements, documents, coding, testing with 24 hours or 30 days getting, and finally they come up with the product increment. So one increment, we come up with one increment and put it in SI. The increment is just not a document, and these are product increments. So keeping on developing the product increments piece to piece of product or project and integrate into a product with the current, inline requirement vision. Okay, so this is all about the overview of the Scrum, like starting with the vision and putting into product backlog and putting into sprint backlog. The sprint team will pull some prioritized items from here and they start planning and keeping of doing things, schedule the meetings and conducting meetings and creating documents and requirements and spending 24 hours and spending 30 days and getting this product increment. Product increment is nothing but is not in a document. It has a lot of things to move the complete the sprint. So going on developing and keeping on developing, we'll get the product here with aligned to product vision. Okay. So in between we have sprint planning and sprint review. All this happens. Okay. So going to the next one, we'll see what are all the roles we have in Scrum. So there are basically three roles we have: product owner and Scrum master and Scrum team. These are the three roles in Agile. Product owner decides what should be delivered and what should be produced as to achieve success, and get input from the end users, stakeholders, and executives, team managers, and industry experts, and produces the product backlog here with all features. Product backlog. You will get the input from end user, customers, teams, and other stakeholders, and put it in the product backlog. The product backlog is the single master list where we have all features, functionalities, etc. Based on order to get the business value and risk. The product backlog is constantly being revised by the product owner to maximize the business of the team's effort. So ideally, the product backlog have all the requirements. Okay, so once the product backlog is ready, then it comes to the sprint planning. This Scrum team. Ideally, the Scrum team is part of 7 to 5 members. It all depends on the product owner and Scrum master. The team has to be cross-functional stuff. It should have everyone cross-functional, containing members from the different vertical requirements for developing the product. The team is self-organized and self-managed. No one is going to manage and no one is going to look at your development. The team has to be managed and makes a commitment to deliver the responsibilities. Sprint is referred to the fixed period of the time the team commits to work course of developing the commitments for the product. The length of the sprint is decided by the team and the product owner. This length of things. Okay. So working as a essential piece is important to avoid burnout. So before each sprint, team selects what it will commit to deliver by the end of the sprint. Okay, this is the sprint backlog. The team creates a task level plan of how they will deliver. The team works together to create an initial assignment of tasks and compares total estimated task hours with the total estimated available hours to make sure the commitment is reasonable. So everyone in the team takes part. No experience level here. No regardless of experience level here. Okay. So during the sprint, enables team to make and keep commitments. It gives the team focus, stability in the sprint. So during the sprint planning and sprint development, no change is entertaining in the sprint. Because if you entertain the sprint changes, this enables team to keep commitments going to stop. It gives the team focus and stability, may impact. So if something major comes up, product owner can direct to the team and terminate the sprint prematurely and start a new one. That we can do, but it's not always. It's a rare case. Product owner can add and remove, reorder the chain or change the items. They can also ask the team to re-implement the work that has been already completed. So each day, the team has to start a meeting to update each other's progress and the blocks, the stand-ups to keep it fast. Okay, this is what the bound down chart where we are keeping all the project items, the sprint backlog items with the efforts. That way you'll be knowing what is the rest of the time available to deliver the items. So that means aim to the chart. Drawing the chart is to know about the things which are deliverable and remaining hours. The bound down chart gets graphs the total hours left for the tasks. Scrum Master is a new role actually, so we'll talk about that. So the stand-up meeting generally we have 15 minutes and everyone report just 3 things done yesterday, done by tomorrow, and problems or blocks. Scrum Master notes all blocks and he will resolve all the problems. Okay, other can attend the meeting also, but they should not speak. So team has to speak and team has to decide things. Scrum Master is the main board. This is the new role. It can be played an existing person or new person. The Scrum Master serves the team. That means he is going to help us to resolve the impediments or the blocks and the other things on the surface. He has to protect the Scrum team and teach us and guide the team use of Scrum. Without Scrum Master, then the team has a high risk of failure. Okay. The aim of this team is to complete 100% of what they committed to, ideally an increment of potential shippable product at the end of each sprint. So ideally, the team main goal is to deliver the potential shippable product. That means in software perspective, potential shippable product in sense, fully designed application should be tested, should be reviewed, and should be delivered with no major issues. Few teams can produce the shippable product from a sprint, but each sprint they work to get closer to these goals. So based on high level vision, product backlogs and everything can be moved into this sprint backlog, and sprint backlog is going to be happens to the sprint team and they get developed and they get reviewed and they get delivered as per the timeline. Okay. So I'm coming to the sprint retrospective here. The aim is to complete the 100% of work here in the potential product. And coming to the last one, at the end of the sprint, the product owner and team, Scrum Master stakeholders come together and see demo of what the team has produced. The product owner gather feedback from everyone on ways to improve what has been built. This feedback is incorporated into the product backlog, if any. That way you can implement in next sprint. So product owner and Scrum Master at the end of each sprint review their way of working styles and looks for ways to improve the effectiveness. This is the mechanism of continuous improvement for deliverable of items. Okay, this never ends up. Still, the product is going live or developed and the vision of product requirement. So this is all about the Scrum overview and 3 roles of Scrum, like product owner and Scrum Master, Scrum team. Okay, and if you talk about the summary of this Scrum, this is the summary. It is an interactive increment framework, sprint cycle of work duration is 2 to 4 weeks, occurs one after another without pass. It is a time box, the end whether or not work ends. It automatically ends up. At the beginning, cross-functional teams forms the priority list based on customer requirements. During the sprint, chosen items do not change. That is what the main condition we have to put up a Scrum. Every inspection and adjustments happens. End of the sprint review with stakeholders. Feedbacks are taken and incorporated into the sprint. End of sprint, fully tested product is formed as for customer requirement. This is all about the summary of Scrum. All these things have been involved in the Scrum methodology. So I hope you understand what is Scrum and the Scrum rules and Scrum process in detail. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for listening to this video. I hope you understand the Scrum methodology. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos on other videos. Thank you.